G3CB Business Spotlight, brought to you by the Canadian Chamber of Commerce in Hong Kong.
I'm Rosemary Goder, co-founder of Systematic Edge, and today I'm the host for this episode of the Greater China Canadian Community, or G3CB, Business Spotlight, brought to you by the Canadian Chamber of Commerce in Hong Kong. Today, I'm here speaking to Michael Chan, co-founder and co-CEO of Bowtie, a licensed life insurance company that was granted the very first virtual insurance company license by Hong Kong's Insurance Authority. So, Michael, most people know that Bowtie was the first virtual insurance company in Hong Kong, but can you please tell us a little more about your business, the products, and who it serves?
Thank you for having me, Rosemary. Bowtie focuses on delivering really great health insurance, and it's really just that simple. We were licensed in December of 2018, and we launched in April of 2019. So we have just over 18 months of operations as we speak, and I'd be happy to share some of those experiences with you today. Product-wise, we focus on comprehensive health insurance, what's known as the Voluntary Health Insurance Scheme in Hong Kong, or the VHIS. We also work on supplementary health products like cancer and critical illness. I'm actually an actuary by training, so we set a bar that we only build products we'd buy ourselves. And more than that, it's products that we'd actually sell to our mothers or to our children. I personally think that that's a very good litmus test for what is actually a good product. Because we've had 18 months of operations, our customer profile is beginning to emerge. We generally sell to or appeal to 30 to 45-year-olds, fairly smart and fairly financially savvy individuals. Quite interestingly, a lot of our customers are actually buying for their children and for their parents. So we do end up reaching the children as well as more elderly segments. Our customers go from as young as 16 days to as old as 70 years old. So this is probably something that's quite unexpected for an online insurance company.
That is so interesting, Michael. So another thing that I'm really interested in understanding is, how did Bowtie start? And why did you start it? Like, what was the catalyst and your purpose and mission?
We had one original mission, and it still stands today, which is to make insurance good again. Bowtie is my third company. I've done a string of startups around insurance technology, and they are all attacking the same pain point, which is that people don't like their insurance company. In fact, people hate the insurance industry. That pains me because I've been in insurance since my very first job. I know deep down that insurance is fundamentally a socially good product that protects families. There is no other financial product which can come in when you need it with such high leverage. The challenge is we make the product and process really, really complicated, which is why Bowtie's mission is to actually just deliver simply really great health insurance. I actually remember coming back to Hong Kong about 5 years ago, and I was looking at a critical illness insurance product. And I kid you not, I got a headache trying to understand this product. And I'm meant to be the product expert. So every project since that day has been about, how do we make insurance good again? How do we make insurance much more simpler for the people?
Wow, I love that. That really resonates with me in any case. And so, as many people that are listening may know, there are 4 insurance companies with virtual licenses in Hong Kong. And of course, many more traditional insurance companies. But what sets Bowtie apart from your virtual competition and also the traditional insurance companies?
The biggest difference between Bowtie and others is that we are fully focused on delivering great health insurance. Our mission is to deliver the best products with the simplest processes. And to achieve that, we've built our own design and technology teams to fundamentally redesign and retool the processes. So if I put that in context, for the VHIS standard plan, a product that is identical across all insurance companies, Bowtie has the lowest cost product, for the same benefit levels, the lowest cost from ages 0 to 75, male and female. We achieved that because we redesigned and rebuilt the entire operations and technology stack. None of our competitors have this focus on delivering health insurance with such a large technology investment behind it. And for customers, it means you get better products, better experiences at the best rates in town.
Thanks for explaining that, Michael. That's very clear. So, another question that I have, and I'm sure that a lot of people listening would have the same question: how have you adapted through COVID, and how has it impacted your business?
Rosemary, it's obviously been a very difficult period for society, and we have had to adapt to it like everyone else. So let me answer this in two parts, across our business and across our team and operations. So business-wise, the rise in health awareness has actually been good for a non-health insurance company like Bowtie. For the past few months, we've seen over 1 million website visitors every single month, which is a lot for an insurance company. So I think that's because a lot of people have had a chance to stop and reflect, and insurance is something that you might finally buy now versus putting it off when we're so busy with our everyday, day-to-day lives. From an operations standpoint, it's actually been hard to keep up the startup spirit. So I think everyone in our company enjoys being in the trenches, enjoys charging into new areas and conquering new mountains. So it is much harder to keep up that startup spirit when everyone is working from home, non face to face. I take solace that we've soldiered on, we've released new products, we keep paying claims quickly, but I think our challenge is going to be, as we move back to work, as we move back to a face to face environment, how do we rekindle the startup spirit?
Michael, what you said really highlights how those technology enabled companies like your own have benefited from COVID, yet how important the face to face interaction can be for companies and fostering teamwork, especially startups. So that was very interesting to hear. Okay, so here's my last question to you. In order to support the G3CB business community, what pieces of advice do you think would be the most instructive from your own experience growing your business?
So a couple of things. I found that the Hong Kong and Greater China community to be very close-knit. It feels like everyone is just one or two connections away and very willing to help. One advice I received from a mentor is to never be afraid to raise your hand and to ask for help. I think especially for younger entrepreneurs, we can be shy and embarrassed when we try asking for help, whereas that's absolutely not necessary. The second is to find your flock and find your peers. So the people that you choose to keep around you are people that you've given, to use a geeky term, right access permission to. These are people that you've given permission to influence your thoughts, to influence your character. So being in the right business community like the G3CB can actually make a huge difference. And finally, I think that the Hong Kong and Greater China is an amazing area, and the Canadians that choose to come to this area probably embody some sort of animal spirit, right? We're all hungry to do something, we're all hungry to change something. So being in this right community and being active in this community to ask for help and reach out to each other is probably one of the best advices I can give you.
Michael, thank you so much for your insights and advice about what has made your business successful. I love your mission, and it really resonates with me and aligns, of course, with the values of our own firm. So we wish Bowtie all the success going forward. And if anyone would like to know more, they can check out Bowtie's website or contact Michael Chan directly. These podcasts are made to spotlight and support our amazing Canadian connected business community operating from Canada to Greater China. If you know a Canadian connected business that you think should be spotlighted, please contact the Canadian Chamber of Commerce in Hong Kong. And so thank you to everyone who has joined us today.